Hey everyone, my name's Alison. Welcome to my channel, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Cancer. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy, look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and also look at any opportunities or challenges that you have coming in and how you can use that to your advantage. So this is good for all placements of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. And I have cleansed, shuffled, and meditated, and I have asked for the strongest energy to come through in the cards for Cancer. All right, and stick around for the end. I'll have a few announcements. Here we go. What does the universe want to tell Cancer today? King of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Death card. Don't be afraid of the Death card. I know that can sound intimidating. It's actually a really good card. The Star card. The Eight of Swords for your opportunity. We've got the Knight of Pentacles for your challenge, the Eight of Cups. All right, we have a nice mixture of energy here. A lot is going on with you, Cancer. Let's take a look around the room. All right, so we have two major arcana, and they're both in the guidance and advice from Spirit. We have the Death card followed by the Star card. We have one ace, and that's the Ace of Pentacles and your present energy. Then we've got Pentacles, Cups, Swords. So we're missing Wands. Yeah, we're missing some Wands. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with your overall energy. We're going to start with your recent past, and I'll get clarifiers as we go. We have this King of Swords. So in your recent past, this is you really thinking deeply about a lot of things that are going on in your life. You're looking at yourself. You're looking at yourself in relationship to the environment around you. You're thinking ahead. You're being a visionary. You're looking into your future, and you're trying to see what moves you need to make to attain the goals that you're looking for. And you're leaving emotion out of this at this point as you're looking at it. You're really concerned with facts. You're concerned with, can I make something happen? Is it going in the right direction? You're kind of checking in on yourself, but you really are taking in as much information as you possibly can. You're really mulling over this. I mean, you're like spending a lot of time in a good way thinking about everything. Maybe you're even spending some time to yourself thinking about everything. Then we have in your present energy, the Ace of Pentacles. A literal gift and blessing from the universe and a new opportunity in the 3D, in the world we live in, the material world. So he's presenting you with a toadstone ring because he is a toad. And the toadstone ring not only is a golden opportunity, it's also a protection against supernatural mischief. So this is telling me that not only do you have an opportunity coming in, you're protected right now by your spirit guides, your guardian angels, and source. This is telling me that there might be people or places, things, ideas, even a self-doubt that could come up. And they're trying to protect you against that as you have these opportunities that are going to present. And always remember, the universe will present you with good and bad opportunities. That's why you need to use your discernment and use your intelligence, basically, to see if that is the right opportunity for you. Really investigate it. Then we have your near future energy. This is the Three of Swords. This card is about not compromising your conscience, not putting yourself in a situation where you compromise yourself and then regret it later. You just don't want to hurt yourself. So this is something where the memories come back, and maybe for some of you, this is that feeling of loss. That feeling of frustration, maybe wondering why you were gullible enough to do it to begin with, but you went ahead and did it. It sounded good at the time kind of thing, and then it's not. So that's coming up for your near future. So this is just calling your attention to it. So keep your eyes open. All right, let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. We have the Page of Swords, the Seven of Cups. We have the Three of Swords, which is now here twice, the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Tower. Okay, so far you have the Tower and the Death card. So a lot of releasing is going on. All right, so when we're looking at your recent past with this King of Swords, It's being clarified by the Page of Swords and the Seven of Cups. This is you looking for answers, being really curious. So you're not just thinking about things, you're highly curious. I would say you're highly focused on what it is that's going on around you. You feel the need to make some type of shift. But in the meantime, before you do, you're looking for clues and answers. You're incredibly curious right now. Something has really got your attention, and you're looking at clues from the past. You're not just looking forward, you're taking up information from the past because you're looking to take that knowledge and wisdom with you. You're looking for patterns, you're looking for cycles. You're taking in all that information and you're synthesizing it, and you're coming up with conclusions. It's like you're being an analyst right now. Then you also have this Seven of Cups. Again, like I said, the universe is presenting you with good and bad choices. It's up to you to use your discernment. If you do not have clarity, just wait. Wait for clarity to come, because that's what you're doing right now. You're trying to gain your clarity with that King of Swords and the Page of Swords. You're trying to figure it out right now. Your choices are confusing. It's a mixed bag. So that just means have patience. Just wait. And wait for that clear sign. Wait for that signal. Wait for that resonance. Trusting your intuition and knowing when that's the right choice for you. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles in your present energy. And that's being clarified by the Three of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. And I just want to show you. So this is the main card in your near future. This is a clarifier in your present. Same card, different deck. Slightly different meaning, but it's still the card of loss, right? This is betraying your own conscience. Okay. So when we're looking at this Ace of Pentacles being clarified by the Three of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, you have a golden opportunity coming in. It's about you taking an assessment, seeing what is the golden opportunity, which one is the right one for you, because we really have two sevens. This is Cups and this is Pentacles. This is your recent past. This is your present energy. This is you feeling into it. This is you literally looking at it. So this is the 3D. This is the material world that we're in. You're literally looking at it. You're also looking at your life, and you're at a crossroads, and you're taking this assessment and saying, what is right for me at this moment in time? What really fits the direction that I want to go in right now? And is this something that is a smart direction for me? Like, will there be a lot of growth? Is there potential for that? Because I feel that this is kind of expansive, what it is you're trying to do. And with this Three of Swords, this is maybe something from the past. It could even be a person holding you back. I think that there's some sad memories that are coming up. And maybe it's because you've had to release somebody from your life. You know, this could be a person, place, a thing, an idea. So maybe this is a past relationship. Maybe this is a past employer. Maybe this is a past location or house that's coming up and you miss it. And it could be associated with a relationship. For example, when someone gets a divorce, maybe one person gets the house and maybe they just decide to sell it, and both people now have lost that house and they have to go their separate ways. And maybe you loved that house, right? You know, or maybe you loved the city you were in, but you moved for work, or you moved for love, or you just moved in general. And now you're lamenting that. It's this feeling of loss. And the thing is that you have the ability to also heal your heart from this loss, to pull one sword out and heal that wound, right? You don't let it fester. You don't let it sit there and kill your heart. You don't let it weigh you down for long. Everybody goes through the grieving process, but you don't stay there. You don't let that become your identity, so that everybody sees you and they say, oh, that's Mary, you know, she's so depressed, she never got over da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Right? Or, you know, that's Joe, and yeah, you know, he had a breakup and he just could never recover. He was so traumatized. Well, this is what you don't want to be, right? So when you have those feelings, yeah, you grieve and it was painful. Then you pick yourself up, you're not a victim, and you move forward. You start the process of healing your heart, and time definitely helps. That is a message that's coming through. Then we have in the near future the same card, the Three of Swords. And swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. And it's being clarified by more thoughts, words, and ideas, and the Tower. So this is talking about maybe some negative influence, negative fighting, negative thoughts. This could be a self-concept work. Maybe it's low self-esteem. This could be self-doubt that's coming up. And at the end of the day, it's something that's almost self-sabotaging. So it's taking a look at that. And that's part of compromising your conscience. You know, maybe that, well, I'll just do it. Nobody will know. And then it comes back at you. And then also at the end of the day, you know. And maybe that's something that bothers you, because maybe it's something where you live a nice, easy, clean kind of lifestyle and you don't compromise yourself. And then the one time you do, it overwhelms you and it weighs heavy on you. And it's that kind of energy that's coming through around that. It's going to create a tower moment. So this is going to be something where I think you're going to have a lot of revelations coming in about the choice that you made in that regard. So this is something that is going on, that is this feeling of loss, again, self-doubt, self-concept. And this might be something where you see yourself in a whole new light. And this is also, in general, releasing what no longer serves you. And maybe there were some things that you didn't see. And you know what? Maybe some of you, have been compromising yourself quite a bit. And this is the big revelation, is that that is not working out for you, and you need to recalibrate yourself and come back to center and come back to a whole version of you versus going down a wrong path. Maybe it looked attractive at the time, and maybe it was something that kind of started to make sense, but it's not making sense if it's not working out for you. And especially if you don't feel good about yourself with some of the decisions that you've made. This is a time for you to recalibrate and come back to center, come back to who you are, your essence. And now, again, look at where it is you want to go, because you're taking stock in yourself. You're looking at everything at this crossroads, you know, and that's allowing you to see, where do you want to go? And you're going to have some tower moments. You know, if there's some things about yourself that you don't like and you're releasing them, that could be a huge wake-up call. You know, maybe you've lost friendships over some of your behavior or actions, or, you know, you've walked away from people because of their behavior and actions, right? Because it can go both ways. These energies can go both ways. But Cancer, excuse me, this is a huge release that's coming in for you. And what I love about that, first of all, that is your current energy. If that sounds like something you're going through, then this is your reading. What I like about that tower and this revelation that you're going through, it's kind of like a wake-up call. We've got the star here in the guidance and advice from healing. That's bringing hope, faith, healing, and renewal. You're healing from all of this. This is just a life lesson that you're going through, and I love that for you. So let me show you the guidance and advice from Spirit. The Death card, the Star card, and the Eight of Swords. So this is talking about, again, releasing what no longer serves you. Both of these cards, different decks, are talking about release, the Tower and the Death card. This is usually a major moment and major revelations. This is you making that conscious effort, and you know what needs to be removed from your life, released, people, places, things, ideas, old versions of you, old attachments. This is you getting rid of it, but you're making that effort, and both of them are major arcana, so it does take time, right? The Tower can be fast, but the repercussions can last for quite some time. And the fact that Spirit is also saying, we want you to also be aware of it, for you to take responsibility in your life and the world around you, and you also start making changes. That's huge, and we'll get clarifiers in a minute. Then we have the Star card. This is all about you healing from everything. This card comes after the Tower in the tarot, right? In the major arcana. This comes after the Tower. So after you have these revelations and this path has been cleared, the healing can come in. You got to remove that dead wood for all this beauty to start being able to bloom and to grow and to thrive. That's the reality of life. And I really feel that there's something that you're releasing, something that you're coming to terms with in your life. And this could be in relationships, whether it's romantic and platonic, whether it's career, finances, your health, a combination of all of the above. Maybe it's housing, location, relocation, retirement, your education. You know, maybe you've chosen a major that you really love, but there's no job for it and you're seriously in debt and student loans, and now you need to rethink everything. Is there enough time for you to go out and get a job that pays really well? You can use your skill set, but maybe getting that degree isn't going to work out for you. It's fun, but is it really worth that? I'll be honest with you, it almost seems like nowadays people could get a better education from AI, just speaking into their phone and hearing what AI has to say, than going and getting it from a politicized teacher in the university system that's not really there to teach, they're there to push an agenda. So it just seems like if you really want a real education, a serious education, it's almost like you can get it from AI. And I hate saying that, because I was going to be a professor at one time in my life, way back when, before it was so politicized, believe that or not. I'm almost 60. Way before then, that's when they started really coming into the school system. And I chose not to go down that road. Anyways, so think about that, right? Okay, so you have a lot of healing coming in. Then we've got this 8 of Swords. This is you having this self-imposed restriction. So what's coming in for you is you're over-processing thoughts in your head. You've got worry. You've got a little bit of panic and anxiety. This is kind of telling me that maybe you don't see a way out of doing something. And that's just when you need to take a deep breath and relax and have that patience and wait for those answers, because I do feel that it is difficult for you to get some clarity in your life right now. And that's okay. You just wait. You wait for the clarity to show up, right? And panicking is not going to help you get clarity. It might even block it. So if you just relax a little bit, then you can see a way out. And in fact, you'll probably see several ways out, several ways of doing things that will help your situation. So when this energy shows up, just take a deep breath, relax, maybe go on a walk, take a salt bath, do something, play with your dog, do something that is light and lovely, and maybe it can take your mind off something that's going on. All right, let's get clarifiers. We have the 3 of Pentacles, we have the King of Cups, we have the 3 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Star card is now here twice. So a lot of healing coming in for you. Remember, when Spirit puts cards in twice, it's the universe saying, if you didn't hear me the first time, I want to make sure you hear me loud and clear. Healing, and that 3 of Swords is also here twice. That is talking about your conscience, your heart, this feeling of loss, heartache, maybe even a little betrayal. You could have even betrayed yourself. And this is a matter of you now saying, okay, that happened. I've learned from it, and now I'm moving on, and I'm going to heal myself. And you move forward. And that's a beautiful energy that's coming in. Okay, so let's look at this Death card. Scorpio energy, death and transformation. Beautiful energy. It's you transforming different aspects of self, releasing what no longer serves you, creating something very special for yourself. And that's being clarified by the 3 of Pentacles and the King of Cups. This is you looking now for quality in your life. Quality people, places, things, work, retirement, quality housing. It's quality across the board. This can also be the card of marriage. Quality, strong foundation. This is that teamwork makes the dream work card. This is that feeling of camaraderie and community. You know, this is not you being alone. This is you having a good time and enjoying the company of quality people around you. So Spirit is saying you benefit from being around other people right now of quality. Not just anyone willy-nilly. This is quality people, maybe finding your tribe. And then this is the King of Cups. He's the most intuitive of all the kings. This is you tapping into your emotion, tapping into your intuition, and really letting that guide you from a place of maturity. This is not an immature energy. This is someone that really understands who they are on an emotional level because they've explored their emotions. And I think you really have, and I think you have recently. We've got that Queen or that King of Swords as the very first card. That's you intellectually figuring some things out, But because of this feeling of loss with that Three of Swords twice, and that is sword energy, not cups, I do feel like you have recently explored your emotions to a deep level. And it came out of pain. There's something that has hurt you recently, and it's caused you to go into this exploratory mode. And I think that that's a good thing, because it's teaching you something that you need to know in your life right now. Then we have the Star card. And this Star card is here twice. Same card, different deck. This is the traditional card. This is a clarifier over here. This is the main card. And that main card is being clarified by the King of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. This is really talking about you've worked really hard to get to this position. So you've worked really hard to get to this position in your life in general. It doesn't matter how old you are. You're just doing a lot of work, a lot of groundwork, a lot of work on yourself, a lot of work, at work, with friendships, with everything that's going on around you, or maybe even working to have your own solitude at times too. And maybe that's something you need to coordinate, especially if you have a family. You're entitled to having a day off or time to yourself, time to breathe and to get in tune with yourself. This is you knowing your worth and value, being grounded, knowing how much work, time, effort, and energy you've put into everything. And that is a strong foundation for you. So there's a lot of foundational cards that are coming in right now. This is you being able to manifest what it is that you're looking for in your life right now. So Spirit is saying you've done all this work, right? You're going through something huge right now. This is allowing you to then get clarity and figure out what it is that you want to manifest in. But again, wait for clarity. When you get that, then start looking at the direction it is that you want to go in. Then we have this Eight of Swords. Again, a self-imposed restriction. You don't have clarity here. This is you waiting for clarity. And it's being clarified by the Queen of Wands and the Star card. Again, healing. There's something that you're healing from, and you really are over processing a lot of thoughts in your head. You're very intellectual right now. You're exploring a lot of things. I think you're replaying a lot of things in your head that have happened, different scenarios that have really touched you in a way that has left almost a scar on you. Those memories have stuck in your heart, so to speak, and that's allowing you to start healing yourself. Maybe you didn't even realize just how much it was going to actually hurt you at these certain situations. And that is something that you've also explored and that you've learned from, and that's allowing you to heal different aspects of yourself. It's allowing you to get your North Star right here and get some guidance. You're also getting a bird's eye view when that happens. You're looking at the big picture of your life. And you're saying, okay, I've done all this other stuff and I just did this, and wow, did that hurt? How can I recover from that? Yes, time helps, but how can I not let that happen again? I just have a nice life lesson. That's what's coming in here. That's healing you, mind, body, soul. Definitely the soul, but it's healing on a lot of different levels. Then we've got the Queen of Wands. This is you also self-actualizing. This is not all down, down, down. This is you learning from everything, and now you're self-actualizing and you have no fear. This is you following what it is that you want to create for yourself in this life. Remember, this is the card of manifestation. This is you taking action. This is you now knowing what it is that you want. You're following the sun. You're following your inner joy, your inner beauty, your inner love. What do you want to create? You're using your charm, your charisma. You're using connections, right? You're taking these bold, courageous steps to create the life that you want. This is beautiful energy. I think that whatever it is that you went through really taught you a big lesson. That's something that really is vibing off these cards. All right, that's the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now we're going to look at your opportunity and your challenge. Your opportunity is the Knight of Pentacles. You have an opportunity to walk forward in your life to create a beautiful opportunity for yourself, to see the opportunity that's presented before you, really. So it's kind of a combination. You can see she's taking time to smell the roses, in this case, to look at the crystals as she's going. This is the slowest moving knight in the tarot. This is building, again, a strong foundation. You're being practical, self-reliant. You are slow and steady wins the race, and it's coming in loud and clear for you. It's a beautiful energy. this is also allowing you to take that knowledge and wisdom that you've gained through all these things that you've recently gone through and carry that forward. That's what this Knight is representing. That is an opportunity. Then we have your challenge, which is the Eight of Cups. So is your challenge impossible? No. The challenge just means you have to work a little harder at it to achieve it. And when you do, it's incredibly rewarding. But you have to work harder at it. So this Eight of Cups, this is the card of mourning. This is you. So these women are brokenhearted. Something has seriously broke their heart. They're mourning the loss of something. The loss of a loved one, the loss of a relationship, a job, something that they love dearly is no longer there. And it could even be an aspect of yourself. There's a lot of things that this card could mean. But this is a card that is talking about a lot of grief. You see they're in that green mist that's swirling around them. This is a deep, dark depression type card. Now, this is your challenge position, so how do you get out of it? And this doesn't mean that everybody's in it. This is, you know, this is open for the opportunity and the challenge for everybody. So let's go ahead and get some cards and get more information about that. Queen of Cups, the World card. We have the Four of Wands. And the Eight of Cups, or not Cups, sorry, the Eight of Swords, which is now here twice. Okay, so let's look at the Knight of Pentacles. That slow and steady wins the race, being clarified by the Queen of Cups and the World card. So what this is telling me is you have that opportunity to really pursue something in your life right now, and it's also allowing you to get in touch with your heart and to pursue not only the opportunity, but the opportunity that you love, the opportunity that you are in alignment with. So this is really talking about, I feel like you're choosing you're choosing your path. And Cancer, this is your queen. She's the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Water. And I just feel that this is an opportunity for you to really expand and explore something that really means a lot to you right now. And it's not just an opportunity, it's something that maybe it's a deep desire, something that you love, but I mean like a deep desire, something that you didn't even think about pursuing and now you're just going to go for it. It's that kind of energy. Maybe you thought it was off limits or it was beyond you, and now this is you pushing your limits on that and you're just going to go for it. This is you walking through this portal. So as you're pursuing something that you thought maybe was too far out of reach, you're focused on it now, but you're walking through this portal. And this is going to allow you to have that door closed behind you. You're taking all those life lessons with you, and you're going into this next chapter of your life, this next stage. So as one door is closing, this new door is opening. This is the last card in the Major Arcana, and then you circle back to the Fool, which is the first card. It's the 0 in the Major Arcana, and you begin the next chapter of your life. You're taking your knowledge and wisdom with you. And that is part of what this card is. You're carrying your knowledge and your wisdom with you in a very practical, grounded, stable, secure manner. It's not just willy-nilly. It's you really have learning that lesson, and that's what's coming through. That is your opportunity. Now we look at your challenge. There's something that you're mourning the loss of, and like I said, this is a very intense card. It's a very dark card. A lot of heartache. We've got the Three of Swords twice, and we've now got this Eight of Cups being clarified by the Four of Wands and then the Eight of Swords. So this is the card of celebration. It's the card of marriage. It's the card of freedom, celebrating milestones. So this could be like marriages, graduations, anniversaries. This is the 1111 card as the Four of Wands. You walk through that gateway and your whole life is going to change. You need to get out of that and shift out of that energy and go towards the light. You leave that darkness behind and you go towards the light. This is you pulling out of that behavior, because if you stay in here too long, that becomes your new identity, and that is a hard hole to climb out of. Because when you're that deep and that dark, that changes your body chemistry. And so then you've got, it's not just you changing your mindset, you now have to change your body chemistry. and you really have to work on that from a serious level. You don't have to take drugs. That's not what I'm saying. But you do change aspects of yourself, and that is a hard road to climb out of. You can do it, but you just don't want to stay there too long. You want to pull yourself up if you can, and if you need help, then seek it out. Then we've got this Four of Wands. Again, the 1111 card, celebration. You go for that upbeat, and you're with other people. This is not you being alone. The key is that you have to overcome these thoughts. This card is here twice for you. Same card, different deck. This is the Eight of Swords. It is a self-imposed restriction. This is you over-processing your thoughts. And both of them are blindfolded, right? She's got her hands over her eyes, and she literally has a blindfold on. This is you not being able to see other ways out. So when you're trying to get out of this hole, you want to be able to see a way out. Go towards the light. If you can't see, use your intuition, feel into it. What is positive? Who is positive? Who's telling you the truth, right? Who is something that is in alignment for you? Who is not trying to manipulate you in certain situations if you've got other people around you? Who is really out for your best interest? Is it just you? And it might very well be. And then you need to seek, if you need help, somebody outside of yourself, like a therapist, a counselor, trusted family member or friend, something like that. But this is you over processing the thoughts in your head, and this is you needing to go within. You need to calm down. So wow, that is your opportunity. That is your challenge. It's there for everybody, but not everybody grabs it, yet it is available. Wow. So Cancer, what an interesting reading today. So that's what I have for you for today. If you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And please leave a comment if this resonates with you. And leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. You guys know I'm getting ready to travel. I just got back from New Zealand and Australia last month, and I'm getting ready to go in the fall to Canada on the east side because I'm in Florida, so I'm going to go right up the coast. So I will be at Niagara Falls for sure on the Canadian side. I'll be in Nova Scotia, and then I'm trying to figure everything else out. Probably, I'm sure Ontario. Yeah, I have a lot of places I want to go to, so I'm definitely doing that. And then I have a second trip planned for Scotland and Scandinavia. I am Scottish with a little English, and I'm Danish, so I cannot wait to go. I've been through a lot of places in Europe, but I have not been there. So, I can't wait to go. It's going to be exciting. So, if you are there, definitely sign up for the free newsletter on my website, and I'll get to that in a second. But first, I want to mention, if you're liking this and you love our community, consider joining a membership. We now have a membership on YouTube. It's a lot of fun. We have a phenomenal community. A lot of people are joining every week. We have more and more people, and it's a great way to support the channel. So if you can be part of it. Also, I go live 3 days a week. If you don't know that, I go live on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, on Thursday in the morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. It is by donation. It's through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe. And if it's live, it's PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and SuperChat. Just know SuperChat's a little more expensive because YouTube takes 40%. That's all it is. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely go ahead and submit a question. Show up. If you're there live, say hi in the chat. Everybody's rocking and rolling. It is so much fun. And if you have a question, definitely submit it. If you don't, that's okay too. We're just there for everybody to learn and be part of this community. It's wonderful. And what else? Hit the notification bell if you want to see me go live. And then you can also go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. Link is in the description below. There you can sign up for that free newsletter, and it'll let you know where I'm going. And if you want to sign up for a reading, I'm only going to do maybe one a day in each area. I'm there to see the country, not work so much, but public speaking, I don't mind doing that. And then also a reading. Just give me enough time to prepare for the public speaking. Otherwise, I'll just show up and see what Spirit wants me to say. So that is something, I'll just ad-lib it. And I love that too, by the way. So anyways, sign up for the newsletter if that's something you're interested in. Book a personal reading. You can book a missing person consultation, and that's where I use my psychic abilities to find a missing or lost loved one. And then also visit the Learning Center. I have my 5-week manifestation masterclass that is beginning on August 5th. And I think, let's see, early bird pricing is going on now. I think it's going on till the 27th. I don't have my website pulled up right in front of me, but I think it's till the 27th. After that, it goes to full price. If that's something you're interested in, definitely sign up. If you don't know, if you're new here, I'm a master manifester. I had my first business at 13 and a half, and I'm about to be 59, and I'm talking of outside psychic work. I have my own companies. So if that is something that you're interested in, by all means, sign up. You'll learn how to manifest in your own business. Maybe you want a promotion at work, a soulmate, whatever it is. These techniques can be used in any arena. So if that's something you want to learn, sign up. I also do private lessons on tarot, manifestation, raising your vibration, if that's something you need help with. I also have an online tarot masterclass that I teach live in March and October, but everyone's been asking for me to go ahead and upload it. So I'm filming now, and that will be uploaded in August. So if that's something you're interested in, if you'd like to learn tarot from me, then that is something that's going to be coming available. And there's also Alison's picks. Those are my affiliate links. And I do the occasional interview for you to go ahead and check out. All right, everybody, that was a mouthful. Thank you for being here today, and I will see you next time. Sending everybody lots of love. Bye for now.